Hey, welcome everybody. It is Duane, and I have been very quiet for a very long period of time. Many of you don't really know what I've been going through, mainly because I haven't been able to talk about it. I've been deplatformed, as you may know, taken off of all social media, the worst of which was YouTube for me because I had over 4,000 videos on there with 173,000 subscribers that I would be able to contact, pretty much instantly. And I ruined that opportunity by touching on areas that I'm not supposed to touch on. So for the last 3 years, I've been trying to keep my business going under the weight of not having enough face-to-face time with the people out there. I mean, if you don't get in front of people every day, they'll remind, forget about you eventually. I like to think that my story is a little bit different, but it's turned out to be that way. So for a long time, I've just kept my mouth shut because everything coming out of my mouth was very angry and hateful. And it's not really what my whole intention of all the work that I've done over the past 13 years ends up being, is the angry guy yelling at the end of the table. Um, my family has witnessed, what has happened to me on a personal level. I've been attacked personally in my family life, business, every angle that is possible. And it's amazing to see it all happen in real life. But I've been taking a lot of hits for a long time, and my family came together and did something for me, which I want to share with you guys today. It's the whole point of this video today, is not to lament about things that have happened in the past. Everybody's got troubles. In fact, I know how difficult it is out there. Watching just the migrant crisis come in on top of it, the whole world is hurting right now underneath this system. And it needs a reset, but not the one that's been proclaimed out there by the World Economic Forum. It needs a real reset, like a jubilee, where you get rid of all the debt, arrest all the criminals, and start all over again with a debt-free currency. It's this little invention that could have done so much for us. On top of the Nikola Tesla's free energy out there. I'm getting off track again. So my family's been watching me go through all this stuff, and having all my work taken down. I had no problem putting up 4,000 videos over 13 years on YouTube. And I never saved any of them because they were all spur of the moment stuff. And I never quite honestly thought that they would come and take down, all of my work. I can imagine a couple of videos, but not all of them. They took them all down. Um, and then I had to watch my Sons of Liberty Academy, my standalone site, go down. My first article, Silver Bullet, Silver Shield, on Don't Tread on Me, go down. I've been completely wiped off the net except for today. Today is the beginning of a new era for Silver Shield and me, because my family's put together a new website called ChrisDuaneSilverShieldCoins.com. And I'm going to put the link in the description box below. But this is a truly dedicated site just to the work that I've done over the past 13 years, where they were able to scavenge the internet and save a lot of the stuff that I put up there. And I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah. It's called Silver Shield Sign of the Times. And basically what it is, every week I come out with 2 new coins, one for public release, one for the Silver Shield group release. And, that's how I've been able to keep my business going. I've been telling the story that I would tell in videos or articles or stuff like that in the coins. I've encoded coins, 600 different designs that I've done over the past 13 years. And these coins form a Silver Shield singularity of truth. So I covered all the topics inside the coins, from the military industrial complex to the censorship industrial complex, the chakras, the cosmic union, the whole thing, the whole story is told in all these Silver Shield coins. And this is how I've been able to keep, busy during all these times. And for all this time, I've never had like a dedicated website. The Golden State Mint, where they sell all their stuff, I'm a subsidiary of, many other people who are trying to do what I've been doing. But this was a standalone site that is starting for the first time. Now, if you were a member of the Silver Shield group before, it was just $7 a month, and you get access to, a limited edition coin, which is even smaller mintage than the mini mintage that we release on the Golden State Mint site. So you can go here and you can sign up to become a new Silver Shield group member and join the mailing list too. That's the other thing that I want to make sure everybody does, is get on this mailing list. The new one is going to be the one that we're going to end up using for marketing in the future. So that's important. But you have to spend some time on this, and I'm going to spend some time too to show you what I've been doing. So when you get to the main site, you have a choice of going to the newest releases, which is right here. I don't know if I can do it this way. And it'll show the newest releases that we have there. So that's every week we'll have something new in that position for you to look at. Today is Christ is Coming, and the other one is Fortis Veritas, talking about strong truth. These are really evocative designs that I've done to push the limits of what we are talking about in the bigger space of things. But the site does more than just talk about just the 2 new coins that I have coming out. It's a whole. This is what you're going to send your friends and family to. This is something that you can share with your friends and family. You won't get, I'm not going to get into the conspiracy things here. This is strictly about silver and why you would want to buy silver. From my perspective, in my art and stuff like that. The biggest thing I think that they did on this website, and I think that you guys are all going to end up spending most time with, is in the gallery. In the gallery, there's all 500 or 600 different things that I've done. So every year, there's another one. And in each side of that, you can see all the different coins. This is when it starts to become like, oh, I get it now. I get what he's been doing this whole time. And the whole point of this is at some point, people are going to recognize that these very teeny micro mintages, everybody gets all excited about an ICO of a cryptocurrency, having, Bitcoin only having 21 million Bitcoins that's infinitely divisible and can be copycatted by 5,000 other cryptocurrencies. Meanwhile, these coins, I'm coming out every 2 weeks, very small mintages. At some point, these are going to be worth more than all the silver out there because they're going to be tiny mintages, a part of a huge singularity of Silver Shield collectors. And it turns into an entity into itself. And I think this gallery is one of the things that it's going to help get that to the audience, get that to the people who understand that this is a one-way ticket, that we're going to be right on everything. The debt's going to get destroyed, the currency markets, the stock, bond, real estate, everything's going to go because it's the everything bubble. And the one thing that's going to be left outstanding is going to be silver. Silver is the most manipulated asset of all time right now. And when it becomes free from all the other restrictions, it's going to come at the same time that the everything bubble is going to collapse. So here I have 13 years of coins that I've done. That are going to be part of this collection. So not only did they get all the coins, but they also saved a bunch of my videos from the Sons of Liberty Academy, or from The Greatest Truth Never Told. We were able to save some of these, and if you guys have favorite ones that you can share with us, we can try to re-upload them on the site too. But the thing that I got most excited about was the Sons of Liberty Academy. That was a dedicated site that I created. It was a 1776 PowerPoint presentation that I recorded into a 46-hour video, modules that they were able to save and put on the site. They actually broke it up into 45-minute increments, so it's easier for you to do. This alone, this page alone is worth more than everything. Because this is all the work that I put into before I even went into my public stuff. And it's full of everything. I mean, it describes the whole problem of the system more than anybody else has ever done. I challenge anybody to really put forth the effort that I put into this and find something that was even bigger. I mean, 46 hours and 1,776 PowerPoints is quite a bit of work that I gave away for free. And then I've been, deplatformed. Now I have a voice. Now I have this website where I can publish stuff like that and not be, restricted in any way possible. We also have a copy of the Silver Shield Guide for reference only. But you can see here, the whole system is the whole collection of Silver Shield. It's all put in here. And then the other thing that really bothered me was my Sons of or my Silver Bullet, Silver Shield article got taken down too. That was read by 440,000 people. I wrote it in February of 2011. It was viewed by 440,000 people and translated into 7 different languages, all before silver went from $30 to $50 by May of 2011. And that's where we've been stuck ever since. So the Silver Bullet, Silver Shield went. Now I got it saved in archive, so now everybody can go back and read what I wrote, 13 years ago. And just because it still hasn't happened doesn't mean that it's not right. In fact, if I was to revise all the article and put in today's debt figures, today's spending, today's inflation rate, you would be like, there's no way in 2024 silver is still, under $30. But it is, and I'm telling you, this is a one-shot deal. Like you're either in silver before the ride takes off, or you're gonna miss it forever. Because it's one of these things. Like once I think once the reality starts coming out, where we can't just continue to print money forever and think that it's not going to pay, suffer some inflationary damage throughout all the economy. But when it does come true, it'll be like a jubilee. It'll be like the value of the silver is worth more than all the destroyed debt, and that's what ends up. That's the final gasp of the whole system. So I'm very excited. I have all this information now back up on the internet. And hopefully this leads to a wider awareness of the work that I've been doing, and hopefully more support. $7 a month, it means a lot to me, because it's, I'm going against quadrillionaires and governments that have unlimited power and stuff. So just a little $7 a month is a big help. But the coins are what I think the real value is. Like, I've come out here as a public figure to speak against probably the worst evil that could possibly be out there. And I've self-funded it through, providing value with, these rare limited edition coins. And it's been able to carry through my message. But it's been a very tough road. And this, to me, is the very first step back into the path that I was on before all this stuff happened, before Joe Biden got into office and basically wiped me off the internet. So I appreciate you guys listening to me. There is probably a lot more stuff that I could be talking about on this new website, but it'll give you time to go through it. I appreciate all your patience and effort, through all my growing pains. This has been the most difficult thing I could possibly imagine, to take on this challenge by myself, and try to keep it all going through during very difficult times. I know I'm not the only one, but the story, when your neighbor loses a job, it's a recession, but when you lose it, it's a depression. So when you realize what it's like to be unbanked, debanked and stuff, you really put yourself out there to never, be in the situation again. So I don't know. I put a lot into this, and I hope that this resonates with people and we get this thing going again, because it'll take very little time. When I wrote the Silver Bullet, Silver Shield in February 2011, it was March, April, 2 months, people started going crazy about it, and they saw the real value of silver. They had to shut it down in May 1st, 2011 with Obama and the JP Morgan. But now here we are 13 years later, and the debts are, double, triple than what they were. The payment of interest that is due is over $1 trillion a year. This is the death throes of the dollar and the entire financial system. And here's silver still, 50% under its all-time high, while gold is 20, 40, 20, 30% over its all-time high. Like, there's a huge disparity in the gold to silver ratio. If anybody was smart, they would sell all their gold at 85 to 1 and get 85 ounces of silver, and wait for the silver to gold to silver ratio to drop, and then maybe go back into gold. But at that time, once silver breaks free of gold and starts trading, 5-10%, on a daily basis, you'll see that you would lose purchasing power inside that. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on. I am very happy. This is kind of springtime, Chris. We have silver close to where it should break out over $30. That's where the next thing is. And once it gets over 30, it should be a fast run to 50, because gold is already at its all-time high and surpassed it. So silver should at least be back to 50 And that's, a $20 move over, a very short amount of time. And that would just be the beginning. The long-term value of silver as an extinct, soon to be extinct metal that, that we've almost mined out of existence, versus oceans of gold that's sitting in vaults all over the world, not doing anything forever. It's a useless metal, versus silver, which is this king of all metals. It's used in half of all the patents that are related to metals, and it's the king of all metals. And it's been mined into extinction because of this pricing mechanism that has had it treated like it's garbage, like it's just an industrial metal, instead of being a monetary metal, a spiritual metal, a metal of conscious change. So, to create some spiritualization of silver and demonetization of gold would be the balance to switch things around from, everything going bad to everything going good. I think that's going to be about it for today. This is a video that I've been waiting to come back to. I appreciate everybody, helping out. And I hope this gets people to understand a little bit more about the work that I've done. And I appreciate all your efforts. Thank you very much. Bye.